Broadcasting live from Banjul, this is the news at 2200 hours from GRTS with me, Fatimata Sisay, in our top stories. First Lady Fatou Barrow's Foundation donates cash and sanitary materials to the first babies of the year at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. Serek General Hospital records the first babies of the year 2018. Thousands of jubilant celebrants mark New Year's Eve festivities across the country. Elsewhere, as the world celebrates the New Year 2018, Egyptians observe the event with peaceful prayers despite security concerns. These plus other stories will come up in just a moment. To stay tuned. The First Ladies Foundation and partners Monday morning presented cash donations and a range of sanitary items to the first babies of the year. Madam Fatou Barrow took the opportunity to interact with mothers of the babies and also toured the vast maternity ward. Babukar saying,
early Monday morning, the first babies of the year were paid a visit by the First Lady and members of her foundation and partners who are supporting her cause.
I want to also say we have a lot of things to do. This country cannot be developed by government alone. Government needs the support of all Gambians, and I think it is our responsibility to make sure we also help the government in order to develop this nation.
It was a moment of joy for the families of the babies, the hospital staff, and the foundation.
This is just the start. Now, I was ready before to support the Gambia, but now, alongside my sister, we're going to conquer the world.
The presentation by the First Ladies Foundation and partners marked an important start for the newly born babies and their parents. The Chief Medical Director recounted the numerous works the First Lady has initiated at the hospital, describing her as a true friend of the medical facility.
This is a continuation of what you've been doing in this hospital. She's our friend, our mother, and a true lover of this hospital. She comes in and out of this hospital, with or without my knowledge, and just to support. And that is great. Even last night, apparently, yesterday in the evening, she was around. Well, I was sleeping then. But that shows the passion she has for this hospital. And this is just the beginning. Together with our minister and your foundation, we've seen immense support.
Since the First Lady, Madam Fatou Barrow, came on, the hospital has become her baby. I thought I was passionate, but she's more passionate than me. Just last week, I was told that she came personally, was cleaning the hospital. That was very commendable.
For the happy parents of the twins, this was a special moment for the babies. Mother Amisala returned gratitude to the First Ladies Foundation for the initiative. For GRTS.
Elsewhere, the Serekunda General Hospital recorded the delivery of the first babies of the year 2018. As Aissatou Jatta reports, the hospital recorded the second babies, a boy and girl respectively.
The first baby of the year has become an annual event in the Gambia over the years. We are waiting, anticipation, at the Serekunda General Hospital for what 2018 will bring. Is it going to be a baby boy, a girl, or set of twins? Well, time will tell. It was a joyous moment for doctors and nurses on duty at Serekunda General Hospital as Aissatou Giba, a mother from Latrikunda, gave birth to a bouncing baby boy at SAP 12. She delivers the first baby in 2018. Dr. Marcel Njai is the doctor in charge at the hospital maternity ward. Said he is delighted to participate in the first reported babies of the year and hailed his ward for supporting the historic delivery.
It's exciting and very, very interesting. It's like everybody's just trying to be the first person to deliver in the 2018 New Year. So it's very, very, very interesting and it's very exciting.
Here, Dr. Njai makes a prediction.
I thought maybe the one that has been here for long would have delivered first, but this one just came about 1 hour ago, fully dilated, and maybe she prepared for it. She came and delivered. Fortunately, she got the first baby of the year.
The hospital public relations officer, Aliu Baji, joined the special moment, which is a major part of activities marking New Year.
One Aishatu Jiba of Latrikunda gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Exactly 12:00 hours, which everybody was cheering and then happy to see this new baby come to the world. We pray that Allah showers His blessing on this baby boy, and the other one, which is almost nearly fully dilated, to be delivered very soon. Our doctors and from the staff of Serekunda General Hospital and the CEO, we'd like to thank everyone for their participation.
The mother of the second baby, another bouncing baby boy, is one Ami Sise. Ami said she is married for 8 years without a and having to deliver her first baby on a momentous occasion makes me thankful. She thanked God for the blessing.
We were expecting twins, but unfortunately, we didn't have any twins this year around. But we have a first baby of the year at 12 o'clock, and the second baby came at 2:30. I think that's okay, it's fine. There was no complication. The thing is, the woman was in labor for long. So the outcome was satisfactory, and the mother are fine.
Dr. Mustafa Jame and midwife Amindur expressed their delight for receiving the midnight babies at their hospital and urged pregnant women to always deliver their babies at the hospital.
I'm so happy to be within this able team. I now pray for our stakeholders, especially GRTS, who have been continuously covering this event.
Over the years, several organizations, including the private sector, taking a key interest in the event, which is usually supported by the First Lady. Doctors are hoping other philanthropists will come on board for more babies. Aisa Tujada, GRTS.
Meanwhile, thousands of Gambians Sunday attended the Grand Pora banquet at the Paradise Suites Hotel. The event drew Gambians in the diaspora to celebrate in one of the biggest New Year's Eve party. Seni Marian of the program and now reports.
It's unprecedented. A massive New Year party welcoming 2018 brings together the Gambian Diaspora Club for a sumptuous banquet at Paradise Suite Hotel. A few meters away, thousands were waiting for the clock to enter 2018. The ensuing festivity resulted in the biggest street party on the Smiling Coast as Gambians enjoy their first New Year without former Gambian ruler Yaya Jammeh. The pace was set in Kololi. The Diaspora Club met for a formal dinner to raise funds for the underprivileged and support of the new government initiative to steer good. A cheerful atmosphere colored by pleasant cultural music. The Diaspora Club banquet at Gambians from home and abroad. Here, they met on a level platform, interact and share ideas geared towards spurring development in the new Gambia. From Sweden to New York, the massive reunion was a total family affairs that paves the way to a future in unity. Fatou Toure, host of Kerfatu, is one of the organizers of the Diaspora Club banquet.
It's all about bringing people together, and I met these three beautiful ladies. They want to bring the diaspora and the Gambian together. We had this vision, we had this belief that we can bring people together. It's the new Gambia, it's the new year, it's a new president, everything is new. So we bring people together, we interact, we organize a homecoming for them, and because most of them have been away for like years, like 10 years, 20 years.
I am feeling great. This is our first event. We work so hard. We are here to have fun as well as help our country out. And what is the best place to help out? The healthcare system. The Diaspora Club is here for you. We need all your support. Gambia, come out and support the Diaspora Club.
Where, at the heart of Senegambia area, the entertainment hub, where thousands of Gambians welcome the new year, was the scene of a colorful, merry... Lots of funs, fireworks, and music took the party to new heights at the Senegambia.
The country is going to be more nice, and we are praying that the country will be more niceness.
The celebrations generally go on the past midnight into New Year's Day, January 1st. Seni Marena reporting for GRTS News.
Elsewhere at Westfield, celebrants gathered around the Youth Monument to celebrate New Year's Eve. Our reporter Janki Ture was out to gauge the mood there, and this is her report.
Welcome to this New Year's Eve special. We just came around Westfield to ask people about their expectations of 2018.
This is a special edition rolled out by the Gambia Radio and Television Services every year. As we approach the new year, we go around the town at the main celebrating points to sound the opinions of Gambians as to their expectations, what they are looking forward, their New Year resolutions. So we are here at Westfield. We all know Westfield. It used to be the most vibrant point for celebration, but nowadays the Senegambia has taken over. We also have Rohi, who is also an intern with us.
We are super happy and excited to see the environment filled with people, especially the young ones. You cannot even differentiate between the Muslims and the Christians. Everybody is out to celebrate the New Year. Hey, Happy New Year, Gambians!
The busy Westfield area was the scene of colorful New Year celebrations as thousands converge at the square to welcome 2018. People turn up early to wait for the midnight call ushering the new year, which was greeted with cheers and celebrations. Food, merrymaking, and a jolly crowd made it impossible for drivers to move around as the traffic grid came to a halt. The fireworks were fascinating and kept on throughout the night. Restaurants were open all night as crowds enjoy lively music and the great florists welcoming 2018 in the center of the city. Some celebrants shared their expectations of 2018 with GRTS, whilst wishing their loved ones a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year in advance! Happy New Year, MS.
You know, it's exciting. Happy New Year's to all viewers of GRTS.
Here, almost everyone has a common goal, and that is to witness 2018 in good health and prosperity.
We are very happy today, because today is the New Year Eve. So everybody's happy here. I wish everybody good luck in this 2018.
We are expecting a new change in our country.
Well, I'm praying for the Gambia, for a peaceful Gambia and progress for the Gambia.
Coming as the Gambia settles into a new democracy, this year's celebrations are unique with street parties and gatherings, bringing together young people across the greater Banjul area. Dance, music and laughter, festivities, welcoming 2018 went on all night.
We have said goodbye to 2017.
Well, finally, it's 2018, and all what I want to say is Happy New Year to everyone. Yeah.
On that note, on behalf of
bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
Janky Ture.
Fratfield there to the West Coast metropolis of Brikama, where thousands of people also come at the Box Bar Mini Stadium to witness the arrival of 2018. The celebration turned into a major musical concert, bringing out the vast artistic talent in the brimming town. Janko spoke to a few celebrants who made New Year's Eve memorable at Brikama Box Bar.
Box Bar Mini Stadium, you know what I'm saying, every year there is what we call fireworks at the Box Bar Mini Stadium, and today we're here to see how it goes. Man, you've seen the crowd, or you're seeing the crowd behind me and the vehicles. Everybody's here from all over West Coast region, all over Brikama and the surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Normally this show or this event is organized by ST Brikama Boyo and his team. You know what I'm saying? Today we're out here to see how things are going to go this 2018 New Year's Eve. Happy New Year.
This year, I wish you the same, man.
What do you have to say to the fans, man, those years right now?
I just want to tell them that, anyway, Gambians, they really love their brothers. They can support their brothers in time of entertainment. So we love also Gambian artists. Why we are here purposely? Because, you know, ST is my own artist also.
Man, it's really good. The Gambia is really good. I came purpose to witness this program, try to connect in the industry and stuff. It was really nice, you know.
You know, this is a big initiative for West Coast region, you know. Right, and ST is because of Yanong about all the way from Canada and Brikama, you know, just to enjoy the show.
Yeah, one love, one Gambia, yeah, man. Yeah, man. The new democracy, we are trying to maintain it, you know. Yeah, man. Freedom of expression, freedom party, yeah, man.
Yeah, I came with my family.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife and my, you know, the kids, you know. Just came to have fun, you know.
That was Falilu Janko there. Next, to the spouse of the Lady Sajon Balabaro has also presided over the launching of an organization called Ma Foundation for Women at a ceremony held in Gambisara, Upper River region. Sisi Sawane has more on that.
Newly formed organizations that is expected to assist women in agriculture and food processing in order to provide production of their goods and services. The organization considers local women as significant stakeholders in the successful implementation of its action plan and the attainment of the global goals to promote Agenda 2030. This is part of this woman's ambition, Fatimata Jawara, as the founder of Ma Foundation for Women. She said the organization will empower and assist women in the agricultural sector, emphasizing that they can't work in isolation. She underscored the importance of women in shaping and contributing to the socio-economic development of a nation.
Women that are involved in farming are faced with challenges. Even though they are hardworking, they receive little or no assistance to further their ambition in the agricultural sector. Their capacities should be strengthened in food production and processing, thereby providing them with income. We have all seen the terrible condition in which these women sit and sell their farm produce. It is, however, part of TSN's plan to construct markets and factories in all the regions in order to assist women.
The Minister and local government, Honorable Lamin Diba, said his ministry will construct markets for women to sell their farm produce.
As Minister of Lands and Local Government, it is under my purview to construct markets, and I shall construct a market to assist the Gambisara to ensure that you sell your farm produce.
The governor of Upper River Region, Fatoumata Jame Toure, said women should take up leadership positions to recognize the efforts of their fellow women. She said her office will always support such initiatives while calling on more women to emulate Ma Foundation, striving for a better change. A poultry farmer, Dr. Kuje Mane, advised women to make best use of their farm produce.
Agriculture.
Minister Lakebe Maratinga Sorenga.
Kadoko Mimbeke.
In the Gambia, all our agricultural produce is not processed, which we either consume or sell at a less price, while those that buy the unrefined products from us will not process it and then sell it back to us at a very high price.
The founder of Safe Hands for Girls, Jaha Dukure, promised to work closely with Ma Foundation to achieve its objective. The agricultural sector is the most important sector of the Gambian economy, contributing to the gross domestic product, providing employment and income for a large percentage of the population, and accounting for a significant portion of the country's foreign exchange earnings. It, however, remains the prime sector to raise income levels for investments to improve food security and reduce levels of poverty. For GRTS News, I am Cecilia Sawan.
Let's take a look at some politics now, because the founder of the Gambia Moral Congress, Mai Ahmed Fati, has been re-elected leader of Jallo tells us more.
As a political party, is to bring the discourse of morality at the heart of the political conversation, so that morality will influence political decisions. It will influence our policies, and it will inculcate our national psyche. When we do so, when we succeed in bringing morality at the heart of the political debate, then we will be able to practice politics with morality.
Words of the GMC leader, Mai Ahmed Fati, as he gave his acceptance speech to lead the party for another 2-year term. The 11-member executive of the GMC, including Mai Fati, went unopposed, except the position of National Youth Leader and Deputy Youth Leader, which were won by Wanfode Kamara and Lamin Fati, respectively. The Congress, according to members, was the most democratic and transparent in the history of the party, guided by the moral values of the GMC.
There is no political party in this country that has conducted its Congress in a more democratic and more appropriate manner in the history of this country than the Gambia Moral Congress. The future of this country belongs to your party, GM.
The hostel's hall was full to capacity as delegates took note of deliberations, highlighting the GMC's potential to become a genuine political heavyweight in the country that could occupy the presidency through the ballot box. The GMC, according to its leader, will continue to support and respect the coalition government, but expects the same to be reciprocated. Ibrahim Jallo, GRTS News.
Still on politics, members of the National Convention Party has renewed their commitment to support the coalition government at a rally held in Brikama. The meeting was meant to remind Gambians to remain united and committed to the coalition and promote the interest of the country and its people. Khadija Tujala reports.
The National Convention Party is one of the oldest political parties in the country. It's also part of the coalition government which removed former President Jammeh. This meeting, organized by the party's women leader in Brikama Nyambai, Mama Suare, gave party militants an opportunity to renew their commitment to the objectives of the NCP.
As you rightly see, you have other new entrants into the party, which is very welcoming, and we welcome everybody into this party. This party is a party of the people. This party is a party for the poor people, because the founder of this party, the reason why he founded this party is to ensure that people, there is righteousness in administration, and also ensure that the grassroots people are also taken care of.
NCP is not a party that is new in this country. It's a party that always moves with blessing. That's why this time NCP has helped Adama Barrow to win.
The Minister of Environment, Lamin Diba, comes from the National Convention Party, called on party militants to remain united and to respect the rule of law whilst keeping the party's flag high.
Unity. It is because of the unity that brought these 7 parties and 1 independent candidate that we were able to defeat a dictatorship in this country. So unity and unity of purpose is very important. So we, as a member of the National Party, we are urging all our members to ensure that that unity that brought us together and the purpose that brought us together, continue that unity to ensure that we achieve our national development targets.
Aida Noor, a former APRC strong woman who doubles as the ward councillor, also announced her support for the NCP, whilst asking the masses to rally behind President Barrow. The experienced political mobility for women and youth to back behind the coalition government and assist the country's development goals under President Barrow. Other speakers include Marong, NCP youth leader, Fabakary Danso, party mobilizer, and several others who forwarded a message of unity, patriotism, and support for the coalition government, where NCP is a major stakeholder. Party militants took the opportunity to call on members to vote for NCP candidates in the upcoming area council elections. Khadijatu Jallo, reporting for GRTS News.
That takes us to a break, but next is news and sports. So stay tuned.
Sawo sang album kutafula ko lili ko ani Gambia sikilin jalba nyinang ani wolana January karo atili woro 2018 jalba ko yate anda kumare ban abe album launching bala sotola minto independence bakaw ñaari album yu best taggat li na len jalba ko yate anda kumare ban indin at bu best bi special guest artists from Dakar Corbel Jagne Marie Madeleine Group Bare Yego. Tickets $5, VIP $1,000. Sponsors Gamtel Gamsel, Banjul Breweries, United Real Estate, Fly Mid Africa, Gazim Board, Alpha Media and Civil Construction, Gambia Revenue Authority, GRA, Trust Bank, Gambia Limited, GCCI, Payba, GIA and Pura. You know Taliba Bambo, the album launching Bato, Wato, Badingol, Tiri Warolong, January Kalo 2008, Talibani, ala album Kutafula, Independence Stadium.
Welcome back. Our first sports story of the new year is rugby. The sports rarely reported on in the news. MS Jallo was out to watch the international friendly encounter between two Senegambian clubs, and he tells us how some people have fallen in love with the sport.
We hardly get mentioned in our sports bulletin simply because it is not one of the elite sports in the country. Despite its less popular, rugby is still played in the Gambia. There are some people who have a strong passion for the game and have taken rugby as their choice of sport. This rare international friendly test game between Rhinos Rugby Club of the Gambia and Akanton Rugby Club of Ziguinchor, Senegal, recently brought together rugby players from the two neighboring countries to showcase their skills and test their strength. The test game was organized, one, to create competition for the two sets of players, with both sides having little competition in their respective countries, and two, to forge a cordial tie between the two clubs. But once the two sides locked horns on the pitch, it was a different thing. The friendship on the pitch gave way to a heated battle on the pitch. A Canton Rugby Club, seen here in all black, were the stronger side, dominating from the first to the final quarter to win the contest by 6-2. Rhinos fought back to reduce the deficit, but the visitors scored 2 tries in the final 2 quarters of the game to win by 6-2.
It was a very good game. We've both teams have learned, and both teams have played well, although the victory for the first game went to Alcanton.
Ñu ngi ci jàng comme ñoom tam ñu ngi ci jàng waaw ñu gëm nañ ne bu ñu jàppante nekk benn rugby bi mooy win.
The match was officiated by former French rugby player who is working with the Senegalese Rugby Federation to develop the sports in Casamance.
Sur les comportements, sur le respect.
The French trainer was impressed with the performance of the two teams, but admits there is still more work needed to develop the sport. It will surely take time if we can catch up with the elite sports like football. But such test games is one step in promoting the sport in Senegambia.
Well, that is the famous celebrations of the All Blacks of New Zealand, the best rugby in the world. They try to replicate and take inspiration from the All Blacks. It remains to be seen when they will be as good as the All Blacks. It is not the most popular of games in the Senegambia region, but getting into the level of football will certainly take some time. But slowly and steadily, they will certainly get to where they desire the game to reach in the Senegambia region. GRTS Sports at the Serekunda East Mini Stadium.
That takes us to another break, but we'll be back with the international stories right after. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. In Egypt, the New Year's prayers and celebrations passed peacefully despite ISIL's attack threats. Far from the celebration, only one attack was reported on a liquor store. Here is Adel El Mahrouki with more.
Every year during the New Year's holiday season, Egypt gets busy in securing the celebrations. Churches, hotels, and public areas all become vital areas for security officials. Overnight, no security breaches have been reported during the celebrations. However, gunmen killed 2 during a liquor store attack.
All terrorist groups get ready for the holiday season to hold their destructive attacks. It's an attempt to show that it exists and gets funds. We're prepared to confront them. And last week, we've seen a new trend among the people. And if there's something that we should learn from the Helwan attack, it is that the people are not afraid of the terrorists anymore, and they're willing to defend this country from their threats side by side with the police.
A heroic act was recorded during last week's Helwan church attack. A citizen rushed at the gunman and knocked him unconscious, while residents were throwing stones at the perpetrator. Security at more than 2,000 churches nationwide has been heightened after that attack.
Christmas and New Year celebrations have passed without interruptions to either Muslims or Christians, but we still have the Coptic Christmas. We think that there will be attempts to attack, but we're confident that it too will peacefully.
Coptic Christians in Egypt celebrate January 7. An event President el-Sisi has been keen every year to attend, in a sign of solidarity with the country's largest minority. It's also a display of confidence that the holidays are well secured.
2018 was celebrated joyfully across the country. No major terror attack has interrupted the celebrations, but the threats persist. And last month's terror attack against the mosque in North Sinai shows that Christian holidays are not the sole target of these groups. Adel Mahroui, CGTN, Cairo.
The U.S. government's recent aerial bombardment in Somalia is said to have weakened Al-Shabaab's attacking capability, and a strike on December 24th injured 2 foreign fighters from Kenya. Experts say that attack has created renewed concerns among the fighters. CGTN's Abdul Aziz Bilo reports now from Mogadishu.
Officials say 2 foreign fighters originally from Kenya were among scores of militants injured in a deadly U.S. airstrike on 4th December that also killed 13 fighters. The strike targeted an Al-Shabaab trip carried out more than 30 aerial strikes at the beginning of 2017, vowing to continue targeting potential threats to its interests in the region. Experts say increased aerial operations has created mistrust among the group's fighters.
The increased aerial strikes have caused mistrust among fighters. The top Kenyan fighter is still on the run. Washington has vowed to increase its attacks, and this has prompted both local and foreign fighters to shift locations for fear of being hit.
The group is estimated to command over 5,000 combatants, including foreign fighters from Arab countries as well as countries such as Kenya.
Al-Shabaab largely relies on foreign fighters, especially those with technical skills. This is one of the reasons we have seen the terrorist group carry out such sophisticated attacks. But without them, they are nothing. The latest drone strikes has dealt them a huge blow.
However, in late November, this man who leads the Kenyan Al-Shabaab unit fled after a dispute with the group's leadership. 1 month later, paths remain unknown. Ahmed Iman, also known as Himati, is said to have recruited hundreds of young men from Kenya, appearing in a series of propaganda videos aimed at recruiting more fighters. Foreign fighters have helped transform Al-Shabaab from an unknown militant group to the continent's most deadly terrorist outfit. With brazen attacks against both Somali and African Union forces, the UN Human Rights Council recently said that the group is to blame for the killings of more than 2,000 civilians here in the country since the beginning of 2016. Mogadishu recently declared war against the group after it was accused of killing more than 500 people in the deadliest attack to ever rock the country in its modern-day history. The offensive is expected to end an insurgency that's now entering its 11th year. Abdul Aziz Bilo, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.
The wraps up this newscast. But first, a look at our top stories. First Lady Fatuba Barrows Foundation has donated cash and sanitary materials to the first babies of the year at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. Serekunda General Hospital has recorded the first babies of the year 2018. Thousands of jubilant celebrants have marked New Year's Eve festivities across the country. And as the world celebrates the New Year 2018, Egyptians have observed the event with peaceful prayers despite security concerns. That was all in this edition of the News at 10 with me, Fatima Tasisei. Thank you for joining us and keep watching GRTS.